everyone, we have a gift, an absolute gift that's a bonus for this. So it is my great pleasure to introduce Anna Osherov to you as well. So Anna's going to be able to share some of her secret magic, her genius with us. And so it's a great privilege to tell you a little bit about her. Now, we've got some great language here to describe what Anna does. She's an entrepreneur, an educator, and an eventologist. I got it right, Anna. So as a marketing expert, she speaks, facilitates, and consults on building your own brand reputation and revenue through the power of marketing and live events, just like this one. Anna is CEO and founder of Flintt and the Eventologist training, and in 2019 was nominated for the Telstra Business Award. You know, her clients are visionary leaders making a difference, one successful event after the other. In 2020, Anna closed her business event venue and turned her learning into digital education. And most recently, with launching Flintt, it's a purpose-built digital platform that creates more content with less effort. All entrepreneurs and business owners need that. Her eventologist training and her signature program that you're part of today, the Niche Industry Influencer Program, she teaches coaches, authors, business owners, speakers, entrepreneurs to shine online by leveraging their social media and their digital events. A communicator, as you know, a co-creator, and a vicarious achiever. She's always happiest when she's supporting the growth of other people. Her friends and her co-workers say that her positive energy is infectious and she's always on the move making things happen. So it gives me great pleasure to say, welcome, Anna, and give us your best, girl.
Thank you so much. I love a really, really solid introduction. Carrie does such a beautiful job of introducing people to stages. So thank you so much for that brilliant introduction. Welcome, everybody. So I'm going to take off my MC hat and I'm going to put on my educator and facilitator cap. You know, in today's world, it's more important than ever for us to be visible, online. The conversation has changed. It's no longer a one-way conversation. It's no longer the companies that have the most money to invest in advertising that are put in front of an audience. Technology has put the power in your hands. Technology has given each and every single one of us the opportunity to increase our visibility, to build our own reputation. But in order to do that, we must create content. We must be visible. It's no longer okay to be invisible on new digital channels. It's no longer okay to think we can make an impact just by word of mouth. And yes, we do know that every single person that we have an impact on will positively or negatively impact 7 others. And so imagine how much we can transcend, how much we can put that ripple effect out if we can impact and influence more than one person at a time. And that's what I've really dedicated my life to. My background is in marketing communications. I was actually born in Ukraine, former USSR, and came to this country as a child without being able to speak a word of English. My family were in the same boat, metaphorical, we did fly over here, but they were in the same boat as me. They all arrived on the shores of Australia without being able to speak English either. And so, as it happens, it became my responsibility and my job to be the communicator and the translator within my family. Now, if you've ever tried to translate for someone, what you'll notice is to do it effectively, you have to take your own experiences, your own thoughts, your own perceptions of what that person is saying out, and really learn to listen to what this person is trying to say from their perspective to this person over here, and then translate it from their perspective, and then listen to this person and translate it back to this person over here. Now imagine you're standing at a supermarket. Your grandma's never been to a supermarket before. She's used to being at a butcher or a deli, and her trying to communicate with the salesperson there, trying to understand where things are. Person looking at your grandma like she's, calm, but kind of insane. And your job is to go, okay, what is happening right now? Well, what is happening is this person who happens to be my grandma, but this person is trying to find bread. This person here is trying to understand what this person here is saying. And my job is to quite calmly explain to my grandma that the bread, sadly, is not in the same section as the biscuits, but it is somewhere else. Now, if we fast forward just a few years into the future, it became my passion to help people explain themselves, and explain themselves in the form of business. You see, as a business owner, our job is to solve a problem. And our vision is always to make a better impact for others. And so it became my life's work to help business owners who are looking to make an impact communicate effectively with the people for whom they're making that impact. And it just so happens that digital technology enables us to do that en masse. And so today we're going to delve further into what it takes in order for you to build your brand reputation and your revenue by creating content, but doing it strategically so that you too can create more content with less effort by repurposing the information that you're putting out there strategically. Now, if you've ever tried to create your own content, what you'll find is that it can take up to 6 hours to create just one piece of copy. And with 47% of business owners doing their own marketing, what we find is most are invisible or just don't post. Now, the other part of this is if you have ever written copy or recorded a video, if all you're doing is writing one blog and spending hours on that, you may as well just throw it in the bin. Because all you can do with it is put it on your website. You may be able to put it on your LinkedIn profile, and that's about it. And so today we're going to discuss how you can leverage the mountain of content that you are sitting on. Because you see, if you've ever written a keynote, like the amazing speakers here sharing their keynotes with you today, you've recorded a video, you've written a book if you're an author, you've created your IP framework for your business, you've written a blog, you've created a lead magnet, which if you're in business, I'm sure at some point you've dabbled in at least a couple of these. Right? If you have done any of this, you are sitting on a mountain of content that is repurposable. Now, what is a repurposing? It's basically taking one thing and turning it into something else. But before I show you how you can do this, I'm going to give you some statistics around why we focus on how to leverage social, email, and digital events, as well as digital technology for your brand reputation and revenue increase. Because you see, out of the 7.98 billion people in this world, that's including the elderly, and the children, there are 4.7 billion people currently active on social media. Now, those statistics are from July this year. So it makes sense that in order for us to reach our audience, we need to be visible on our social media. It's no longer okay to not have any content on your socials. If you're going to have your socials, you may as well have content on them that shows people that you are legitimate, that you are who you say you are. And so it makes sense to start out on socials. Now, if we're thinking about what type of social media, where do I have those conversations? Statistically, the top 3 platforms are still Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And whilst it's more difficult than ever to get cut through on your Facebook from an engagement perspective, people will still Google you and your business, and they will still look at your socials. They'll look at your Facebook, they'll look at your Instagram, they'll look at your LinkedIn. And if you don't have content on there, it reduces the trust and it reduces your reputation. Now, to stop you guys from going into overwhelm of like, well, you know what? My customers are on LinkedIn. The same people who are on LinkedIn are on Facebook and are on Instagram. However, if your customers are on LinkedIn, that is where you have the conversation. That's where you put in the time to connect and build on the relationships. But allow digital technology to start the conversation for you by being visible. Now, I wholeheartedly believe that technology has the power to enable every individual to make a global impact. And working with hundreds of business owners, I've learned a number of things. One is that marketing does not come easy to people unless they're marketers. And 2, if they are not investing in marketing, then they are not building their business. So what do? Bit of a conundrum there, isn't there? So I want to show you how you too can leverage content repurposing in order to be able to build and grow. So first of all, let's delve a little bit into what is content repurposing. Content repurposing, sometimes called content recycling, is reusing existing content and then presenting it in a new format to expand its reach or its lifespan. And the most important part here is that as you create content, you can plan for a variety of different ways that you can share it and repurpose it to new types of content. Now, I'm about to show you how you can do this. This is the traditional way of repurposing content. Traditional content repurposing looks at starting off with the most media-rich content, which is your video. By creating a video, what you're doing is you're creating video, you're creating image, you're creating words. By transcribing that video, you can turn that video into a blog. By extracting the audio, you can turn that video into a podcast. And then you can leverage your blog and your video and turn it into a newsletter that goes out to your audience. Not only that, you can then leverage that information to create social media content. Now, some of the most engaged with content on socials are tactics and ideas, the value add content, videos, mistakes. People like to not make mistakes, so they like to know what mistakes you've made so they can avoid them. Blogs, which you can direct back to your website, and quotes. Then you can take all of this information and you can schedule it onto your social media platforms. Sounds easy, right? No? We found that it was not easy either. Now, I've been showing business owners and leaders how to do this for years. We've implemented this ourselves within our business to really leverage the content that we're creating and be able to make it visible across multiple channels. And yet, after showing people and teaching people and giving them the checklists, what we found is they still weren't implementing this methodology. At which point I had a thought. I thought, you know what? If I can teach somebody how to do this, there is no reason for why technology can't empower people to do this and do it for them. I'm going to take the Steve Jobs analogy here. At this point, decided to create 3 products. We all know that there is a product in the market that enables you to create your images, something like Canva. Okay. So we developed a platform that takes your blog and uses the words in your blog to create pictures. Does it automatically. Not only that, it does it based on your brand, your colors, your logo, and pre-creates multiple images based on your content. The other platform we looked to create was a social media scheduling tool. Now, we know that there are lots of great social media scheduling tools. There's Hootsuite, there's Meet Edgar, Later, whichever one works for you. So we thought, you know what, we're going to develop a social media scheduling tool because we use this in our business. And we know that we don't just need to use social media, but we need to leverage email marketing. And so we decided to implement an email marketing tool, one that takes your blog and automatically schedules it to email out to your audience. Now, they're all great tools, right? And some of you may have used these great tools. But as a business owner, you know what we lack? We lack time. The biggest thing that we lack is time. And for those of us who are starting out, we generally lack money. And so investing in 3 different platforms and learning how to use them becomes challenging. And so we developed Flintt. Flintt with a double T. Flintt empowers its users to create more content with less effort by bringing together those 3 tools: image creation, copywriting, emailing, scheduling. Not only that, Flintt enables you to easier repurpose your content, enabling you to have your blogs, articles, social media going out across multiple platforms. The way that Flintt does this is you need to enter your copy. You can do this through AI content writing, or you can use a really great structure for writing your content. Then Flintt will automatically do the creative for you. It will write your social media copy and your email copy. It will schedule both your email and your social posts across Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And then it'll report on your best performing posts, on your best performing emails, including open rates and engagements, so that you can continue to do what it is that you do best, and that's make the difference that you seek to make in this world. I'm going to give you a quick video. developed to reimagine marketing and really simplify marketing for business owners. So if you are interested in learning how you too can build your brand reputation and increase your revenue by learning how to be an influencer and learning how to create great content, getting the guts and the authority to stand up in front of your own crowd and run events like this one, you can just follow me on any social media. Literally type in Anna Osherov and you'll find me. And if you're interested in leveraging technology to help you make a global impact, then please click in the connection form. There is a link to our upcoming webinar for Flintt. I'd love to see you there and share with you how you can leverage technology that's been created just for you to help you create more content with less effort and save you time and also save you money. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to hand this back over to Carrie.
Wow. I think everything's sort of coming together, and I'm so pleased you popped in to share what it is that you do, what you're masterful at, and how thoughtful and considerate you've really looked at how to gain back some time so we can thrive in what we're doing. I actually think what you talked about was upping our curiosities to be able to reimagine how, as businesses, we can repurpose, but do it so that there's time to go dancing, there's time to meet a friend, there's time to keep healthy, there's time to actually have some downtime, and to, as one of my boys says to me, Mum, you're just not content to be, you are still becoming. So all of us in business, no matter where we are or what we do, because we're all licorice all sorts, right? We're all different. We're all magnificent licorice all sorts. We are all becoming, and that's what I think we can use as a message from you. The ripple effects of connection, of confidence, and also of convenience are pretty rich. So thank you for sharing that.